Right, hello everyone. Back again. I was trying to find something a bit lighter because I know that the past couple of videos have been rather morbid. So today we're going to watch Helen Zille. And she's 75 years old. And she's the founder or something like that of the DA party in South Africa. I really found this very, very funny. So let's watch.
Guys, can we talk about the campaigning of Helen Zille there in Johannesburg? Man, it is such a brilliant campaign. I have never seen anything like that before. And never. The opponents of Helen Zille right now, as we speak, they are paralyzed. They don't even know where to start when it comes to campaigning. Because Helen Zille is going around in the city of Johannesburg and exposing the rot that the comrades have hidden from the people of this country.
And this is the thing when it's time to actually vote. I don't know what happened there. Anyway, when it's time to actually vote, the ANC, as far as I know, only go to the anti-black people. And they give them money and they give them caps and they give them T-shirts and that. But yet, they want the taxes from the white man. Mainly. I came across this black gentleman, Thomas, I can't think of his surname now, but he is very good. Let's go.
Some of the things that Helen Zille is exposing there in Johannesburg are things that people who don't live in Johannesburg would have never heard of, would have never seen. But this campaign of Helen Zille is showing us what is really happening there in the city of Johannesburg. I mean, I cannot believe, man. I just cannot believe that the comrades have literally turned once a great city into a slum. This is what the comrades have done. And the very same comrades are telling people not to vote for Helen Zille on the basis that Helen Zille is white. So the people of Johannesburg, they are being told to continue to vote for the very same comrades that have destroyed Johannesburg simply because these comrades are black. It doesn't matter the infrastructure that has been broken in the city of Johannesburg, the infrastructure that the people have failed to fix in Johannesburg in decades. People must not even consider that. The illegal immigration in Johannesburg, the filth in Johannesburg, people must not consider that. They must not vote for Helen Zille on the simple basis that she is white. It is unbelievable. I'm telling you, it is unbelievable.
Partners as well. Look at Kenny Kunene, who is responsible for fixing Joburg's roads. Onyansile. Oh, Kenny is responsible for fixing Joburg's roads. Hey. Fixing a pothole has become such a rare event in Jozi.
It has.
That Kenny Kunene announced a ribbon-cutting ceremony yesterday to celebrate the occasion. He wanted to cut a ribbon to open a fixed pothole. He probably just opened another pothole. But I was really interested in seeing how that would turn out. And so I was watching closely on my phone to see the news of this great new ribbon-cutting ceremony for a pothole. But then I saw that even that was postponed. He couldn't even get to his ribbon-cutting ceremony. And why? Because another pipe had burst nearby, creating another pothole to fill. So he couldn't open one pothole that had been filled because there was another pothole right next door to it. No wonder he is called Kenny Kunene of the Pothole Alliance. That is his party. Kenny Kunene represents the Pothole Alliance.
Man, if the residents of Johannesburg do not vote for Helen Zille, they will deserve everything they are getting after. I mean, the comrades have schooled them so much. And the comrades have schooled them so much. And I think, again, the DA is not doing a good job, especially when it comes to reminding the residents of Johannesburg what happened in G20. You remember the mayor of Johannesburg telling the residents of Johannesburg and South Africans that during the G20, they will make sure that the roads are clean, they will make sure that the roads do not have the potholes, and the roads that are going to be used by the friends of Ramaphosa are going to have the working traffic lights, and there will not be people standing on the sides of the road threatening the guests of Ramaphosa. The DA must continue to remind the people what actually happened in G20. Because I think the G20 summit was a huge insult to the residents of Johannesburg.
And it just shows you the pettiness. And apparently, before it even started, there was an argument between some department or ministers that somebody took sandwiches that weren't supposed to be taken by some other like faction or group or something. God, and there was a whole bloody thing about that. We are ruled by clowns, but like these clowns are not actually funny. They are just plain evil. Let's carry on.
The fact that the administration of Dada Morero was willing to put the resources to cater for Ramaphosa's foreign friends while the people of Johannesburg are complaining, it was nothing but a big insult to the people of Johannesburg. They must remind them what happened in G20 and how the ANC literally spit in their face, because this is exactly what they did. You can't tell me that the residents can complain about the robots that are not working. The residents can complain about the potholes. They can complain about these people that are standing on the sides, that are breaking their windows. And the ANC does not give a damn. The Working Coalition does not give a damn about all of these problems that are mentioned by the residents of Johannesburg. But when the guests of Ramaphosa are coming, suddenly all of these problems are attended to. You remember Dada Morero talking about the G20 rows.
But all the potholes were only fixed on the roads that they were going to use. Over the weekend, I went from my place to a shopping mall. Let's say it's about 2.5 Ks. And I actually counted the potholes. Varying sizes, 57 potholes.
Are going to have what we call the G20 routes. These are the roads that are going to be used to bus around the friends of Ramaphosa. And these roads, we are going to make sure that are speak and span. We are going to make sure that are speak and span. They must remind the people of that. But again, man, shout out to Helen Zille, man. Shout out to Helen Zille. The campaign that she's been running there in Johannesburg, it is very effective.
Yes, she is snorkeling in a pothole.
It is very effective. And that's why I say that her opponents are paralyzed. They don't even know where to start to campaign. They don't know where to start to campaign. They don't know where to start to campaign. So I want us to go through a couple of videos that Helen Zille has shot there in Johannesburg. And then I'm going to show you a big own goal from the ANC. You know, when you are trying to mock somebody and you end up making the point on their behalf, this is exactly what happened here. It just shows you how dull and idiotic some of these ANC members are, because in their attempt to discredit Helen Zille, they ended up making a point for the Democratic Alliance. But then, before we get to that, let's get through this.
Welcome to Douglasdale at this wonderful snorkel pool that has been here for about 3 years, despite many attempts to fix it. When the grader comes in the dead of night so that people can earn overtime, they burst the pipe again. And here we are with a free and wonderful Saturday afternoon snorkel. I can even do the backstroke over here. Let's see if I can do that still.
Hey, Helen, don't hurt your back, man. Don't hurt your back. And guys, can we please talk about how dangerous that is? Especially for the kids. Can we talk about how dangerous that it is? Because this is what the comrades are known for. You can go to every municipality that is governed by the ANC. This is exactly what you're going to get. Every municipality that these people are governing. There are holes everywhere that have been dug by this administration of the ANC. And the only time these people will come back to attempt to fix that hole is if something horrible happens. If a child slips and falls into that hole that they have dug, this is the only time you will see these people coming and attempting to fix what they have done. So I'm not surprised that these people have allowed this burst pipe to cause a huge swimming pool in the middle of a neighborhood. I'm not surprised.
But then on the flip side, there's no water in the taps. This is the craziness that is going on. I know of a hole just left with the cones and the tape. It was there for about around about 3 years. And it caused major obstruction to cars and everything.
But can we talk about how dangerous it is, especially for the children that are living nearby? It is very dangerous, very dangerous. And when something happens, and people start speaking out, guess what the ANC will say? They will say, no, guys, you cannot politicize the death of children. You cannot politicize the death of children. Just like they did, you remember after these death traps that are operating as sponsor shops, sold poison to our children in this country, and young people started dying in this country. When people started to speak out, the ANC said that, no, you guys are doing nothing but politicizing the death of children. So it is okay for them to allow these Bangladeshis and the Somalians to come into this country and to operate these death traps that they call the sponsor shops. And when children die after consuming the snacks that they got from these death traps, the ANC will say that you cannot say anything, because if you dare say anything, then you are politicizing the death of children. This is exactly what they will say. If something happens in this massive swimming pool that Helen Zille is swimming inside the neighborhood, this is exactly what they will say. If something tragic actually happens here, they will say that people do not have the right to say that. They do not have the right to talk about what actually happened. Just like they did. You remember a couple of weeks ago, they said that the political parties that are talking about the water problems in Johannesburg, they are simply trying to play politics. They are not interested in the residents of Johannesburg actually having water, but they just want to politicize the situation that is taking place in Johannesburg. They don't want anybody to talk about the nonsense that they are doing. This is what they don't want. This is what they don't want. I couldn't believe that statement from the ANC, criticizing the political parties that are raising concerns about the situation that the residents of Johannesburg are facing. They said that not everybody that is talking about this issue, it is doing nothing but politicizing this issue. This is what they are doing. I mean, the whole premier of Johannesburg, or of Gauteng, he told the residents there that he's taking the showers in hotel. He's taking the showers in hotel. The DA, what did the DA do? The DA did a massive billboard showing the people that, guys, while you are struggling with water, Panyaza Lesufi is busy taking the showers at the hotel. And the ANC, they took the DA to the courts and said that the DA, it is politicizing whatever that is happening in Johannesburg, and they do not have the right to make a billboard of Panyaza Lesufi taking a shower at the hotel, despite Panyaza Lesufi telling South Africans that him and his family, they are taking the showers at the hotel, while the residents of Gauteng do not have the water. The ANC just wants to continue to cause problems for the people, but they don't want people to talk about those problems. And this is something that we must never allow to happen. We must never allow to happen. A shout out to Helen Zille, man. The campaign that Helen Zille is running, it is brilliant. It is absolutely brilliant, because now you are seeing the opposition parties, they are not attacking the working coalition anymore. They are not attacking the coalition anymore. They are attacking the Democratic Alliance. This is what is happening. Action SA is saying nothing about the mess that the ANC has caused for the people there in Johannesburg. They are focused on the Democratic Alliance. The EFF is saying nothing about the mess that the ANC has caused in Johannesburg. Guess what? They are focusing on the Democratic Alliance. The ANC, it is also focusing on the Democratic Alliance. As if the DA is the one that is running Johannesburg. As if the DA is the one that has turned Johannesburg into a slum. This is what is happening.
Welcome to Douglasdale at this wonderful snorkel pool that has been here for about 3 years, despite many attempts to fix it. When the grader comes in the dead of night so that people can earn overtime, they burst the pipe again. And here we are with a free and wonderful Saturday afternoon snorkel. I can even do the backstroke over here. Let's see if I can do that still. Ooh. Backward doggy paddle. A bit over here. A bit all over here. I wonder if there are any fishes in here. Let me take a look.
What a circus.
Very nice. This pool has been here on and off for 3 years. It's the result of a burst pipe. It's kept bursting again and again and again. Neighbors can't get out of their driveways. People have asked for the council to come and fix it. They came and fixed it with a front end loader and burst the pipe again. This is what people have to live with in the city of Johannesburg.
Great fun.
You know, guys, just when they thought that stunt was it, but this stunt, this one that Helen Zille pulled recently, okay, this one made the comrades very angry. It made the comrades very angry.
Oh, sugar.
Like, this is nothing but a wastage, man. A waste, like, so much water is being wasted in Johannesburg because the idiots that are in charge, they cannot even maintain the infrastructure in Johannesburg. They cannot even fix the infrastructure in Johannesburg. And speaking about the water infrastructure in Johannesburg, you remember that member of parliament of the ANC saying that all of these problems that we are seeing in Johannesburg are the results of apartheid.
Yeah. Yeah. There actually was this one person that said all these problems are from then, and calling the water pipes racist and everything like that. I mean, come on, guys, come on. just admit you can't do the job. You haven't got a clue.
These are the results of apartheid, according to that member of parliament of the ANC. So let's look into the latest stand of Helen Zille, the one that actually made the comrades very angry. Oh, man.
Yeah.
Can we please give her 10 stars for this campaign? Because it is a brilliant campaign. I have never seen anything like this, man. I have never seen anything like this. Helen Zille is teaching these boys how to play politics.
When does this start happening like
No,
this?
it's 6 years.
6 years like this? And because of that blocked drain over there,
That's a drain somewhere there.
what did your
Like-
count? What? This is the
Hey.
sewage, that is the other drain.
Yeah.
Listen, when does your councillor come and help you?
No, nothing.
You've got an ANC councillor here, no?
Yes.
And he doesn't come and help you.
Next.
It's so
I'm very, very sorry. You know what to do
it's
next time
sad,
if you
it's
want this place.
frustrating, everything.
Niyayazi ukwenza. Who do you have to vote for?
DA.
The people stay.
Right, Vianney, I believe this is your business.
This is our business here.
Is it a hairdressing business, Vianney?
Dressing business?
Tell me about it.
Yeah, we've been here for almost 6 years now. It's been
For 6 years, you've had this problem here.
more than 6 years.
More
We
than
came
6
here,
years.
It's been like this.
Do you know what the cause is of the problem, Vianney?
Because of the problem, the drainage is not working.
Is that there?
Yes. It's
Is
not
that where
working.
ANC,
And what's that?
that's the cause.
That one
That
is
big-
for
the manhole?
Yeah, it's a manhole for
The sewer?
For sewer, yes.
So that's for the sewerage and that's the drainage that isn't
Yes,
working.
it's not
And you've had
working.
a river, you've had a lake here
Every time
For?
when the rain,
for 6 years.
it's more than 6 years.
And does it
Because,
affect your business?
big time.
Yeah, of
Big
course.
time.
Big time, because
Yeah,
you can
it
see
would, I mean-
even the paving is
Yes.
ruined.
So do
Nothing
you
is
do you
working.
lose business here?
A lot,
A lot.
a lot, a lot. 'Cause
That's
clients
really what-
are moving out. They
When people vote for a party, they vote for service delivery. And that affects their lives. If you vote for a party that can do good services, it changes your life and it will change your business.
Common
So I
sense,
hope
eh?
you know that.
Common sense.
And I hope you know what that means for the election, Vianney.
I mean, it is so sad, man. It is so sad.
It's
I mean, our
heartbreaking.
people, man, they really have to start taking these issues very seriously.
Start thinking.
They really have to start taking this issue seriously. Because there's identity politics that the comrades are forcing on the people. It is not helping the people. It is not helping the people. Because at the end of the day, the residents are the ones that have to deal
Yeah.
with these swimming pools in their neighborhoods. They are the ones that have to deal with this.
Yeah.
They are the ones that have to deal with this. Can you imagine, man, for over 6 years, people have had the very same problem for over 6 years. And then you have these members of the ANC trying to tell the people of this country that they actually care about the residents of Johannesburg or they care about South Africans. It is not only happening in Johannesburg. That is what is said about this whole thing. It is not only happening in Johannesburg. You can go everywhere. You will find the same situation. Especially where the comrades are governing. This is what you will find. This is an image of the governance of the comrades. This is what you will get everywhere the ANC
Yeah,
governs.
true.
This is what you will get. I find it very strange that the ANC, they have the time and the energy to speak about Khayelitsha and Gugulethu and some of these townships in the city of Cape Town and saying that, no, the DA is not doing nothing for the people of Gugulethu, Khayelitsha and what and what. But at the very same time, it's not like these people actually care about their own people. That's why I
They
said
don't. Wake
that
up,
argument
people, wake
that
up.
Hemini Mashaba was making and Action SA was making about the DA in the city of Tshwane was not making any sense. That the DA only cares for for white areas. They only care for the suburbs. They only care for the white people. The question that I've heard for these people is that, okay, if you guys are saying the DA only cares about the suburban areas, why are you not taking care of the black areas? Why are you not taking care of black areas? Now they are telling people that, no, you must not vote for the Democratic Alliance because the Democratic Alliance is in Johannesburg. It is not going to work for black people. But they are in coalition right now. You have these political parties. They are in coalition right now in Johannesburg. And look what is happening. Look what is happening. It's not like the ANC, Action SA, EFF, Patriotic Alliance, all of these political parties that are in coalition in Johannesburg are actually working for black people. But they are saying that black people must not vote for the DA because the DA only cares about the white areas. So what is stopping them from actually delivering the services to the black people? What is stopping them? Nothing.
And this is the thing in South Africa. It's the comrades, cadres, leaders that are causing so much friction and hate. And they have to do it because they cannot do the job. They are totally incapable of it.
Nothing. Nothing. They simply don't care. They simply don't care. So, yesterday, the DA said that, guys, you know there's something that is called the Helen Zille effect. Because after the stand of Helen Zille, the city of Johannesburg, they decided to go and actually work. And the DA, you know the DA, man, they are very good, especially when it comes to taking their victories. They said that a few hours later, you can see the Helen Zille effect over here. You can see the Helen Zille effect over here.
So I want to know, what on earth were those people that are meant to actually fix this, the burst pipes and all that? What have they been doing? They've been sitting around doing nothing, getting paid.
Yeah, because the city, they sent some drugs to do a bit of
Following
work
orders
in the very same place
from on high.
that Helen Zille was at.
Yahambeka lapha. Yayiphroseka laphaya.
So if Helen Zille didn't go to this place, do you actually
would
think
still
that
look
the
like
comrades
that.
would have sent their
Like
workers to try to clean up there? Of course not. Of course not. So now, you have this member of the ANC, Kusala Diko, the very same member of parliament that is trying to silence the podcasters. I mean, can you just imagine, man? Can you just imagine our forefathers suffering in the apartheid regime for us to...
Now, this person was supposed to be actually not actually praising Helen, but she did, because she did not understand English. Oh my
to be silenced by Kusala Diko, the very same woman who still has to answer what happened with that PPE man. You remember the PPE scandal? She still has not answered what happened with that PPE man. So Kusala Diko, in her attempt to discredit the DA, she ended up giving the DA the credit. Listen to what she says. She is responding to this post of the Democratic Alliance, saying that this is a Helen Zille effect. This is a Helen Zille effect. She's responding to this, and she says that Helen Zille is very effective as opposition. Getting the ANC-led coalition to work in Johannesburg, she must remain there in opposition. What a massive goal. What a massive own goal. Helen Zille is very effective as opposition. Getting the ANC-led coalition to work in Johannesburg, she must remain there in opposition. So if Helen Zille can actually get the coalition to work, when she's in opposition, can you just imagine what's going to happen if Helen Zille is in charge? She scored a massive own goal because in her attempt to try to discredit the Democratic Alliance, she's telling the people that the DA is getting things done.
Job well done.
The DA is getting things done. Helen Zille and the DA, they are getting the ANC-led coalition to work. And this is what she's saying. And she actually thinks that she's discrediting the DA. But she's too stupid to actually realize that she's giving the DA the credit. She's basically saying what the DA has been saying all along, that we are getting things done. We are getting things done. And Helen Zille responded to her, and I love this response because she says that if we can do this in opposition, can you just imagine what we can do in government, my dear? If we can do this in opposition, can you just imagine what we can do in government, my dear? So now you have the comrades of the ANC. They are furious at Mrs. PPE over here for scoring this own goal. Because Kusaladiko is no different. She said nothing different from what Ramaphosa said. You remember what Ramaphosa said during the councillors' roll call there in FNB Stadium? You remember what Ramaphosa said?
Municipalities that do best are not ANC-controlled municipalities. And I can name it here because there's nothing wrong with competition. They are often DA-controlled municipalities. We need to ask ourselves, what is it that they are doing that is better than what we are doing?
And this is from the leader of South Africa. Yeah. Because we get things done. We don't sit there and steal and lie and amongst other things. And go and stir up hate and vengeance and also jealousy.
And there's nothing wrong with us saying we want to go and see what Cape Town is doing. We want to go and see what Stellenbosch is doing. How do they craft
32 years,
everything? We need to be moving up the ladder of being good at what we do. We cannot forever stay at the bottom. It hurts me deeply when I continue to see that our municipalities sometimes tend to move even backwards.
What means
this is exactly what Kusaladiko said.
Backwards they have.
That the DA is getting things done. The DA is getting things done. So if the DA can get the municipality to work when they are in opposition, I mean, like, people must just vote for the DA to be in government. This is exactly what they are saying. Hey, I'm coming, my boy. This is exactly what I'm coming, guys.
Yeah, but the whole problem is that the youth of South Africa has been told repeatedly, don't vote for the white person.
So, Kusaladiko, she said exactly what Ramaphosa said. She said exactly what Ramaphosa said. That the DA is actually getting things done. It's getting things done. I have never seen such a massive own goal, especially in this campaigning of the DA that is busy destroying the ANC there in the city of Johannesburg. And then you have the comrades of the ANC saying that Helen Zille is very effective and she's getting the coalition to work.
Yeah.
What he said is that Kusaladiko, she doesn't care about these problems that the people are facing. They were okay with the fact that the people were living with those massive swimming pools in front of their yards, in front of their businesses. She was okay with that. They didn't see any problem with that. But when Helen Zille goes there to highlight this problem, she comes out to mock the very same people that are highlighting the problem. But you know how karma works. You know how karma works. Because now she has upset even her own.
So, yeah. And this is what we have to go through in South Africa. So, now we're going to listen to a second video. I just want to see how long it is. 24 minutes. I might not play the whole thing. So now there's this ANC pastor that's also attacking Helen because she is actually doing something.
So guys, apparently these videos of Helen Zille wearing the t-shirt of Orlando Pirates is giving the ANC heart palpitations. Because now you have the members of the ANC all over social media throwing their tantrums over Helen Zille wearing the t-shirt of Orlando Pirates.
And this is the pettiness of the ANC. The black people can come to white shops. They can work in white companies. But heaven help a white person if they wear a t-shirt that actually promotes, advertises, is a black soccer club. South Africa is burning, but they will nitpick about things that are not even life-changing. It's pathetic.
And obviously enjoying herself. Yeah. I mean, like, I cannot believe that these are things that we have to sit down and actually talk about. But one thing I actually must raise is that this is racism.
Of course,
the people that are saying that Helen Zille must not even wear the t-shirt of Orlando Pirates and saying all sorts of things about her, it is racism. And the reason why I'm saying this is racism is because if Helen Zille were to say, Fikile Mbalula, you must not wear the t-shirt of a rugby team, one of the rugby teams in this country, guess what the comrades and their supporters are going to say? They are going to say that Helen Zille is racist. Helen Zille, what do you mean that a black man cannot wear a t-shirt of a rugby team? Or rugby is a white sport. So you guys are telling us that we must not wear the t-shirt of your white sport. Oh, this is racism. These people are honestly being racist towards Helen Zille and nobody is saying anything about it. I mean, I cannot believe when I saw some of the posts from the Secretary General of the ANC, Fikile Mbalula, speaking about Helen Zille. Listen to what Fikile Mbalula is saying. Fikile Mbalula says that Helen Zille is doing the most pathetic and sickening patronage and patronizing us using the team that we love, Orlando Pirates. She has never been a supporter, nothing wrong for choosing us, but it's sickening, all in the name of winning the black vote. I mean, first of all, Fikile Mbalula is lying when he says that Helen Zille has never been a supporter of Orlando Pirates. I mean, if you have been supporting or if you have been following Helen Zille for quite some time, you know that Helen Zille has been an open supporter of Orlando Pirates throughout the years. There are posts going as back as 2014. Helen Zille speaking about Orlando Pirates. Helen Zille wearing different jerseys of Orlando Pirates. But now, you have the Secretary General of the ANC saying that Helen Zille is doing the most pathetic and sickening patronage and patronizing using the name of the club that we love, Orlando Pirates. She has never been a supporter. Nothing wrong for choosing us, but it's sickening, all in the name of winning the black vote. the black vote. I mean, the way Fikile Mbalula just decided to lie, even Twitter had to correct him to say that Helen Zille has expressed support for Orlando Pirates since at least 2015. Since at least 2015, and I can tell you right now that there are posts that are going as far back as 2014 of Helen Zille expressing her support for Orlando Pirates. But now you have the Secretary General of the ANC, Fikile Mbalula, trying to say, but no. It is impossible. I mean, you can see somebody here, like this is just an example. Somebody here says that Orlando Pirates should stand in for Bafana Bafana, finish and Klare. And Helen Zille says that agreed.
Yeah.
Orlando Pirates should stand in for Bafana Bafana. Helen Zille says agreed. And these tweets are from 2015. Then you have the Secretary General of the ANC saying that no, Helen Zille is just using the people and Orlando Pirates.
That's very rich of Fikile saying that she's only using the people. Yeah, Fikile, that is what you are doing. And your comrades. You are basically holding your own people hostage to only stay in power.
To win the black vote. What is this black vote that these people are talking about? You know, guys, this talk of the black vote, it actually goes into this conversation that people have been having that black South Africans must not vote for political parties like the Freedom Front Plus, they must not vote for political parties like the Democratic Alliance, no matter what happens. I've seen people on social media saying that no matter what happens, black people in this country, they must not vote for political parties like Freedom Front Plus or the Democratic Alliance or any of the parties that they believe that are white parties. They still continue to divide the people of this country via race. And when we say that the people must just vote for the people that they believe are capable to do the work, they're saying that no, you guys are just pandering. So now, are you telling us that the South Africans must continue to vote for these political parties that have failed them time and time again, just because these political parties are led by the black leaders and they represent quote-unquote black people? It is nonsense. It is nonsense in 2026 to expect South Africans to have loyalty towards the political parties that have done nothing but disappoint them time and time again. And for you to expect South Africans to have loyalty towards those political parties simply because the leaders of those political parties are black. If black people in this country continue to fall for this nonsense, then they will deserve everything that they will get afterwards. They will deserve everything that they get afterwards. This talk of the black vote, the white vote, it really has to come to a stop. Our country is literally collapsing as we speak right now. The country is literally collapsing. And you have the politicians that still have the time to talk about the black vote, to still have the time to talk about the white vote. I mean, it doesn't matter. I live in the townships. And I don't care the color of the mayor of my township. I want the services. This is what I want. And I believe that ordinary South Africans, they feel how I feel. I don't think that the South Africans actually care about the color of the skin of the people that are solving their problems. I mean, if you have a white mayor and they start fixing things around, do you think that people will go around and saying that as much as this person is fixing things, I still have a problem with the fact that this person is white? But this is how politicians are trying to divide the people of this country. And South Africans, I don't know, for some reason, they keep falling for this nonsense time and time again. But they keep falling for this nonsense of the politicians, of dividing them by race. They still fall for that. So Fikile Mbalula is basically telling South Africans that, guys, no matter what happens, you must continue to vote for the ANC. You must continue to vote for the ANC. The ANC, it is a black political party. This is what you must vote for. This is what you must vote for. And speaking about Helen Zille directly, Fikile Mbalula is telling the residents of Johannesburg to keep the coalition that is in Johannesburg right now. The very same coalition that has failed the people of Johannesburg, the very same ANC-led coalition that has turned Johannesburg into a disgusting slum. The people of Johannesburg, they must continue to vote for that. They must continue to vote for that because the ANC, it is a black political party. Does it make any sense? To me, it doesn't make any sense. It doesn't make any sense for me, for anybody to expect the residents of Johannesburg to have loyalty towards the people that have failed them. It doesn't make any sense to me. But
And listening to him speaking, every single point he is making, I totally agree with him. I mean, do you want to live in a slum while the leaders are raking billions in and lying?
according to Fikile Mbalula, it makes perfect sense. According to the ANC, it makes perfect sense for people to continue to vote for failure. Because what the ANC has done in Johannesburg, it is disgusting, to say the least. It is disgusting. If you have lived in Johannesburg before, and you go to Johannesburg today, you will see that this place, it is unrecognizable. You go into the CBD of Johannesburg, it is stinking. It is dirty. Sewages all over the place, dirt all over the place, illegal immigrants all over the place. Yeah. It is an absolute mayhem. You would swear that you are in one of these cities in African countries. You go to Johannesburg today, it looks like Khartoum. It looks like Mogadishu. This is what Johannesburg actually looks like right now. It looks like Lagos. Once a great city that people admired, that people loved South Africans for. It has literally been turned into a slum. Yeah. And you have the premier there in Gauteng, Panyaza Sufi, telling the residents of Johannesburg that, guys, we understand that you are dealing with a lot of problems today. We understand that you don't have water, you don't have electricity, but me and my family, we are taking the showers at the hotels. The ANC people telling you that they are taking the showers at the hotel while the residents do not have the water. But for some reason, they expect the people to continue to support the ANC simply because the ANC, it is a black political party. Yeah. Go figure. This is what I'm going to say. I'll go figure. But it is pathetic. And what these people are doing to Helen Zille, it is racism. And it is absolutely garbage, because if Helen Zille or one of the white political parties or one of the political leaders, John Steenhuisen, anybody, were to say none of these black political parties leaders actually can wear a rugby jersey, these people will say that that person is racist. So what these people are doing to Helen Zille, it is racist. And what these people are doing right now, they are blackmailing South Africans to continue to vote for the faith.
Thomas.
And if South Africans, for some reason, they fall for this trap from Fikile Mbalula, then they will deserve whatever that they will get afterward. But then Helen Zille has actually responded to Fikile Mbalula, and the response of Helen Zille, she says that your party is deliberately destroying the Metro Center. There are still water and electricity outages in the parts of the city. An ANC pastor in Johannesburg stand accused of raping a minor, and you choose to comment on Helen Zille's support for Orlando Pirates. You are not focused. You never were focused. Your party is deliberately destroying the Metro Center. There are still water and electricity outages in the parts of the city. An ANC pastor in Johannesburg stand accused of raping a minor, and you choose to comment on Helen Zille's support for Orlando Pirates. You are not focused. You never were focused. And when you sit down and think about it, man, Fikile Mbalula actually has a good chance of becoming the next president of the ANC. And Fikile Mbalula becoming the next president of the ANC, chances are he will become the next president of the country. I know some people will say, no, Thomas, this is nonsense.
God
but
help
I'm telling
us.
you look at Paul Mashatile and other people that are competing with Fikile Mbalula there in the ANC. The only person that is threatening Fikile Mbalula for becoming the next president of the ANC, it is Patrice Motsepe. And Fikile Mbalula is doing everything in his power to push out Patrice Motsepe. But he's not worried about Paul Mashatile. Fikile Mbalula is not even worried about Panyaza Lesufi. And I can tell you right now, if Patrice Motsepe is not going to run for the presidency of the ANC, I can guarantee you that in 2027, the president of the ANC will be Fikile Mbalula. He will be Fikile Mbalula. This is the type of person that potentially might become the president of the country in 2029. The person that is worried about political opponents wearing the t-shirts of football jerseys instead of the services to the people. This is what we are dealing with in this country, man. Like it is nonsense. It is nonsense. But then I have honestly realized that in Johannesburg, the political opponents of Helen Zille, they are paralyzed. They don't know how to stop Helen Zille. Like, they literally don't know how to stop Helen Zille. I mean, guys, you remember last week we were speaking about her campaign in Johannesburg.
This is what I can't understand. If the ANC, if the ANC only had 40% of the vote last time, how on earth can they still be in power? I don't know. And I actually heard that's why they actually had the GNU with the DA party. Yeah, that's also something I don't understand. Anyway, let's carry on.
And how effective that campaign of Helen Zille is, her political opponents are paralyzed. I am not surprised that you have the ANC trying to speak about Orlando Pirates and to distract the people from the main issues. So right now, we have a communist pastor that is also talking about Helen Zille, but this person is not talking.
How on earth can you be that? You cannot be a pastor and a commie at the same time. It's like mixing black and white. What do you get? Grey.
Talking about Helen Zille wearing the t-shirt of Orlando Pirates. This person is now talking about Palestine and Gaza. Guys, listen to this nonsense.
Helen Zille might be done talking about Palestine, but we're also done with Helen Zille. Let's be honest. That rhetoric that Palestine doesn't matter is long been dealt with. It's over and done with. Palestine matters to us because freedom matters to us, because everything about service delivery matters to us, because the working class matters to us, because we want an inclusive city. We want an inclusive city. We want a just world. We want a free world. That's why it doesn't matter what Helen Zille says. She's just proving herself to be more and more irrelevant every single day. Ooh. And let me tell you, as a Christian pastor, Palestine matters.
And this guy is dangerous. I don't like him at all. And it's the other day I heard Ramaphosa say that the blacks in South Africa will not be free until Palestine is free. You will never be free because there is always something happening in the world. What an absolute.
Because children are still dying in Palestine. Palestine matters because we've got a genocide in Gaza. Palestine matters because Lebanon matters, because they're still bombing Lebanon. Palestine matters because of what they've been doing in Iran. Palestine matters because of the blockade in Cuba. Palestine matters because of every single thing that those who have wealth and access to wealth and those who are full and caught up in themselves and their supremacy have got a plan for this world, and we say we've got a different plan for the world. In the world,
that is the problem. Their plan is a mountain of bones and death. And that over there, Solar Media says it all. And I mean, children and people have been died forever. What an absolute.
We dream of, people are equal. In the world we dream of, people are free. In the world we dream of a just world. We dream of a liberated world. That's why Palestine matters to us. So she can stop talking about it. All it proves to us is she doesn't care about everybody in South Africa. She only cares about the vision of the world that she's got. And that is a vision that is led by the bully class, that is led by militarism, that is led by might is right. That's the vision of the world that Helen Zille's got.
This kind of rhetoric sounds very much like the left. Very much the same. What an absolute idiot.
And we say, Pansi, Helen Zille, Pansi.
Oh, guys, can somebody please tell me, what does the issues of Gaza have to do with Johannesburg? Because I've seen a couple of
47
videos
years.
from this pastor talking about Helen Zille and trying to force in this issue of Palestine. How is it our problem? How is it the problem of the people in Johannesburg? What is happening in Gaza? Because right now, Helen Zille is not running to be the mayor of Gaza. Helen Zille is running to be the mayor of Johannesburg. And you know, guys, how I knew that this person is not to be taken seriously. I just saw this head.
Yeah.
You look at this cap.
A commie
This is the
hat.
very same cap that Julius Malema likes.
Yeah.
So I know that, okay, she's not to be taken seriously. She's not to be taken seriously. He's there furious about Helen Zille commenting on the issue of Gaza. Helen Zille not wanting to entertain this issue of Gaza in her campaign for the mayorship of Johannesburg. Now the guy is doing a press tour, going all over the place where there are cameras, trying to bash Helen Zille for not even trying to entertain the issue of Gaza. Where does the issues of Gaza enter? Where does the issues of Gaza enter? So, according to these people, guys, it doesn't matter how qualified you are. You can be a qualified candidate to run the city of Johannesburg. You can have the track record of doing a good work, of actually running a city. But according to these people, you are not supposed to be elected as the mayor of a city because you are refusing to comment on the issues of Gaza. It is absolutely nonsense. It makes no sense. It makes no sense. And of course, I've seen the radical leftists on social media. They are hyping him up. They are reposting his videos and making him feel some sort of important. But it is absolutely nonsense. The issues of Gaza, they have nothing to do with us. As the people of this country right now, it's almost as if these people are not seeing what is happening in the country right now.
Yeah.
South Africans in different parts, they are standing up and they are fighting for the people of this country to be put first. So as much as it actually matters what happens in Gaza and in Palestine, but it is not our issues. It actually has nothing to do with us.
Yeah, I agree.
It has nothing to do with us. And we are not going to make South Africans feel like second-class citizens in their own country. Can you just imagine running as the mayor of Johannesburg, then somebody trying to force you to comment about the issues of Gaza? It has nothing to do with what is happening in Johannesburg. It has nothing to do with that. It has nothing to do with that. And this is why, guys, I'm telling you that the political opponents of Helen Zille in Johannesburg, they are paralyzed. They are paralyzed because what Helen Zille is doing right now, she is exposing the road in Johannesburg. Helen Zille is exposing to the rest of the country what is actually happening in Johannesburg. And instead of these people actually debating with Helen Zille about these issues that she's been raising, they are deflecting left, right, and center. You have Fikile Mbalula talking about the team jersey, Helen Zille wearing the t-shirt of Orlando Pirates, trying to get the black vote. Then you have the radical pastors talking about the issues of Gaza. Why are you not even entertaining the issue of Gaza? And you are trying to pretend like the issues of Gaza do not matter.
got nothing
It shows
to do
you
with
that
us.
these people are
Nothing.
paralyzed. They cannot even challenge Helen Zille on nothing that has to do with Johannesburg. They cannot.
Absolutely
So I don't know
impossible.
why people are reposting the videos
himself
of this guy and making him feel some sort of important. And now this guy is a camera chaser. Everywhere there are cameras, this guy is there talking to Helen Zille about Gaza and the people of Palestine. If you are so passionate about Gaza, go to Palestine.
Yeah.
What is wrong with these people? If you are so passionate about Gaza, go to Palestine. Go and fight the IDF on behalf of Palestine, since you are so passionate about Gaza. What is wrong with you? What is wrong with you? We are trying to fix our country.
Yeah.
The politicians in this country, they have failed to prioritize the people of this country. The ANC that you probably love has failed.
Yeah.
Oh, guys, you remember that in...
And this is where with the pastor raping the child comes out. Maybe it is him.
the response of Helen Zille to Fikile
Thomas,
Mbalula,
well
there's something that Helen Zille says. She said that an ANC pastor in Johannesburg stands accused of raping a minor. Is it remotely possible that Helen
could be.
Zille might be talking about this guy?
Wouldn't be surprised.
Is Helen Zille actually talking about this guy?
Could be.
Can somebody please do the maths there? Can somebody please, in the words of Pravin Gordhan, connect the dots? Please. In the words of Pravin Gordhan, can somebody please connect the dots? Because Helen Zille said that an ANC pastor in Johannesburg stands accused of raping a minor. And there's a pastor that has been throwing the tantrums using the name of Helen Zille in the media. And it is this guy over here. Is she talking about this guy? Can somebody
be.
please clarify? Can somebody please clarify? But it is nonsensical. It is nonsensical. Palestine might actually matter, but it does not matter than South Africa. It doesn't. It doesn't. And to the people that are saying, yeah, but this pastor is telling the truth. Guys, if you are so passionate about Gaza, please go to Palestine.
Yeah,
Please go to
I
Palestine.
agree.
As South Africans, we are putting South Africans first.
Yeah.
We are putting the people of this country first, and we are
I agree,
unapologetic.
Thomas.
We don't care what anybody says. We are unapologetic. But Helen Zille has actually responded to these people that are trying to get her to comment on the issues of Gaza and to derail her campaign to talk about Gaza when she's actually running for the mayorship of
Let me
Johannesburg.
tell you
This is what she said.
this. I'm fighting to be mayor of Joburg, not Ramallah or Bethlehem or Tehran or Gaza City or Tel Aviv. I'm focusing on fixing Joburg. And the people who keep on trying to push this debate over Joburg into the Middle East are clearly people who want the DA to lose this election. And they haven't got any other argument to use. They can't point to a single success that they have had in government.
Yes.
They can't show anything that they have done to improve the context or the situation. And really, I mean, it's really scraping the bottom of the barrel to try and turn the election for Joburg into an international relations issue, which it is not.
Of course. No, of course. What is happening in Johannesburg, it has nothing to do with gas. It has absolutely nothing to do with gas. But not according to the woke pastor here, who actually believes that what is happening in Johannesburg actually has to do with Gaza. It doesn't. It doesn't. Palestine, it might matter, but it doesn't matter more than South Africa. Not to me.
I agree.
And I can bet that a large numbers of South Africans, they will say that, no, we are facing a lot of problems in this country. We are facing a lot of problems in this country. I mean, South Africans were furious, man, when the ANC were going around wearing the Palestine scarves, speaking about, oh, we are going to do anything for the people of Palestine to be okay. People were like, Ramaphosa, how dare you? How dare you walk around with a scarf of Palestine, pledging your allegiance for the people of Palestine, whereas your own people are being slaughtered in this country? This guy is talking about the children that are murdered in Gaza. In South Africa, children are murdered too. People are being slaughtered in this country. So many South Africans are being slaughtered in this country. The numbers are so up. We are literally competing with the countries that are at war.
Yeah.
There is no war in this country. But the murder is out of order. The numbers are so up that we are literally competing with the people that are at war.
And this is the whole thing. The leaders don't care. They have got allies with outright terrorists. Yeah, so that was it. Thank you for watching. See you next time. Bye.